guys, welcome back. I am Jamie with the Heirloom Sisters, and today we are going to be drawing a llama, and this llama was requested by Naomi. So Naomi, here you go. Here's your llama. Okay, we're going to draw this little guy here. And remember, when we're drawing, we always want to look for what shapes and lines we can see so that it makes it easier to draw. Okay, so we're going to start with the head, and the head is a U shape. Okay, so we're going to do a U. All right, now we're going to do the ears. And llamas have long ears. Okay, so we're going to come up with a curve off of the top of the U. And we're going to come down. Make sure that's long enough. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now I'm going to do a little inside part. I'm going to do a little bit of that inside part of the ear. Okay? Alright, it's a little. Okay, so now we're going to do this kind of tuft of hair on the top. And I just did 3 little bumps. Kind of curved bumps, and you can do them however you want. And then I did some on the bottom. Just a little tuft of hair. All right, now we're going to do the nose, and we're going to start kind of in the middle of this U. All right, we're going to do, kind of looks like a triangle with curved edge, curved points instead of the sharp points. All right. So you're going to have one top that's going to be curved, and it's going to come down, curve, flatter on the bottom like a triangle, and then it's going to curve back up. Okay? It's kind of a little bit like a triangle with curved points. All right. So let's do the nose. The nose looks like a little heart. We're going to do a heart. And then in our heart, we're going to draw a line straight through it all the way down. And you see I didn't connect it to the bottom of the little nose here. I'm going to draw a smile right there. All right, and actually they kind of usually you can do a little smaller one. Mine's a little big here, but it's really hard with this thick marker here. So let's do a little smaller. All right. Now we're going to do some eyes. So they have these long eyelashes. So I'm going to start kind of where the tuft of hair ends. I'm going to start on the side, and I'm going to cross at a little bit of an angle the side of my face. All right? So let's see. We're going to go over here. We're going to do the same thing. Line and a line. Okay? Now we're going to do another little U for the eyeball. So we're going to start at where our lines meet, and we're going to do a U down. And we're going to start at the edge of this line, and we're going to do another U. Kind of hard from an angle here, but sorry, my marker keeps erasing itself. Okay, and then we're going to fill in a little eyeball. Leave a little white spot. Okay, now if you want to add little eyelashes to make them a little bit longer, you can add a couple little extra lines. Don't do too many, just maybe do 2, okay, or 2 extra lines, or 3 if you want to do one on the bottom. All right, so you got little eyelashes coming down. Okay, all right, so now we're going to do the neck. So if we look at our picture, the neck is almost as tall as the head. Okay, so we can look here and we can kind of go, okay, my neck is almost this tall. So the neck's going to come almost all the way down to here. All right, we're going to start here under the kind of by the cheek, and you're going to come down a little bit of an angle, and you're going to curve. You're going to go straight across. All right. Okay. All right, so we've got our back and our this side of our neck. Now we're going to do this side of our neck. And this comes down a little bit further. We're going to come down a little bit further, maybe about here. Okay, and you're going to curve, a little bit of a curve. So it's not completely straight, just a slight curve down. All right? Okay, so now we're going to do our backside and then some legs. All right, so we're going to do this little tail here. And the tail's kind of, they have kind of like woolly fur, right? So you want to do kind of bumps, and I'm going to do a little curl on mine. All right, so you're going to come off and do a little tail. All right, and then you're going to come down a little bit. All right, and we're going to come down some little fuzzies from here too, where that stops. All right, so now we're ready for our legs. All right, so again, we can kind of look and see where our legs go. All right, so you've got the head to the neck, so it's a little shorter than this. So we go here, so it's a little shorter, so about here. Okay, so this is where the bottom is going to go. So we're going to do a little line in the middle. That's the belly. Okay, so you figure out where you want your kind of belly to go. All right, so now we're going to do some kind of looks like a letter V, doesn't it? So our legs kind of come down like a V. So they start a little bit higher than this line. We're going to do the front legs first. And we're going to do a V that's kind of a bumpy, wavy V. Here's my bumpy, wavy V. All right, I'm going to start here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a bumpy, kind of wavy V, and I'm going to match it up right there. All right, so we're going to pretend that this is just an imaginary line because we want to make sure our legs are the same length. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to come down and do a little V that's like bumpy, fluffy V. All right, and we're going to start a little ways up and do the same thing. Boop, boop, bump, bump, bump. Okay. All right, so I'm going to erase this. Now we're going to do these legs coming down. All right, and the same thing, figure out how long, let's draw a first one. So we're going to go 2 lines down, straight down, and then at the bottom, you're going to do a line, and then another line. So it kind of looks like a little square at the bottom. Okay, so let's look and see where this goes. So let's pretend we have another kind of imaginary line across so that we make sure that our legs are the same length. Because if you don't do it, sometimes we tend to draw them, like you might draw one right there. And you need to know that that's not long enough. So this kind of helps us see. So we're going to do another leg down with a little square at the bottom. One here. And one here. And we can erase that line, or you can just keep it and make it grass if you want. You can make it like that if you want. Up to you. Okay. So we've got our top of our body, and we've got everything done. So now let's add some fun stuff, okay? So I'm going to add a little half circle here, and I'm going to add a couple more circles in. Let's do 1. You guys can do it however you want. 2. I'm going to do 3. Okay, I'm going to do a little zigzag line in this one. I'm going to do some ovals in here. I'm going to do some little dots in here. Alright, and then I'm going to do a circle here. 2 more on the side. Alright, so I did my center one, and then I looked at the space here and I tried to make it even. Okay, so I did a second one, and then another one, and I'm looking at the space between here to try and make it look a little bit even. I'm going to do some triangles hanging off. Okay, so some triangles. All right, now I'm going to do a little fun thing on his neck. So about halfway up the neck, I'm going to do a little necklacey thing. I'll do a circle, 2 circles in the middle. Fill in my circles here. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little one, a little one, a little one. And off my little ones, I'm going to do another triangle. All right, and you can add any other things you want to. If you want to change up your design, you can change up your design. You can add flowers. If you want to add some flowers. Add some flowers to it. You can add some flowers up here if you want. Okay.